Hi Pisces, welcome to your November 2019 love reading. It's Rena here. Not it's raining here, it's Rena here. I've been saying this to all the signs that this reading is intended for people who are single or who are in relationships that are unsatisfying, to put it mildly. And so they might be contemplating whether or not they want to even stay in the relationship or not. And so they're saying, okay, I'm going to see if I can get a sign from this reading. So, I intend that for these types of readings. There was something I was going to say that I've been getting the Hermit card a lot with these readings. So it almost suggests to me that people are taking time to contemplate what it is that they want, which I would hope that would be like, the best case scenario as far as I'm concerned, rather than just go from one relationship to the other, which I think tends to lead to a lack of insight and the ability to learn from each relationship, even if it wasn't good overall. If you feel like it was a negative experience overall more than a positive one, that's even more reason to kind of process it. To use those kinds of psychobabble terms. The heart of the matter is the Seven of Swords. This is a card of, it can be a card of deception, where somebody's, actually cheating. I've read this card be described as even stealing physical property from somebody else. Which is, with a love situation, that would be really bad. But, that could happen in some cases. As a matter of fact, if we kind of like broaden it a little bit, somebody could be taking advantage of your generous nature, and they're using you for that, for your resources. And so you would have to be careful of that. In terms of cheating, that could be, that's self-explanatory, but the Seven of Swords can also be that you're going it alone, that you have decided to take some time out for yourself. And if we look at the past position, we can see why. The Tower card. So this could be that sense of like the revelation, the walking in on somebody cheating, the those kinds of shocks to the system. I was getting distracted because I was thinking about on YouTube, they have a whole genre of people who know that their partner is cheating, so they kind of set up something to kind of trap them, and they film it. And I'm always thinking to myself when I see these things, I think, what, this person though is a jerk. I can just tell, and I'm almost like saying, no wonder that person cheated, because this person is like totally obsessive, like kind of a stalker type of a person. To even do something like that. I mean, if somebody's cheating, then just let them go, and let them go and cheat with somebody and move on with your life, but to kind of like, okay, I'm going to humiliate them and then post it all over the internet, that's very vindictive. Even if you are hurt, that kind of thing points to something within them that they're doing. Their attitude that's really kind of like twisted, as far as I'm concerned, and I don't have much sympathy for people who do things like that. So with the Tower card, if you found out something very devastating that connects with cheating, for instance, You know, Neptune has been retrograde. Neptune is your ruler. That may have kind of brought an unpleasant truth smack in your face that you can't deny anymore, Pisces. And I like to say, you know, Pisces, the escapist, the person who loves to live in the realm of fantasy sometimes. The unpleasant truth of a situation may make it so that you have decided to leave or decided to, you know, go your own way, but maybe you haven't like made it official. Maybe you just, it's in your mind. The Seven of Swords can also be strategizing things. If you are single now, it could be because of some very dramatic situation that occurred in the past, and you've just decided to stay single. And you might be like, hey, you know, maybe I'll do this forever, because you're just so like, you know, I can't stand what happened and I don't want to be hurt again. The higher message is the Lover's card, and this is a card that is obviously about intimacy, but not just the physical variety, but the emotional variety. So what I can say, one possible interpretation on the spiritual level, is that perhaps if this happened to you, you didn't have that intimacy, so all bets were off. It was only a matter of time. And that's why the other person felt like they, you know, that they were entitled to cheat, because they felt like there was no emotional connection there. The Lover's card is also a card of choice. So it could be that, you know, on the spiritual level, you are at a crossroads where you need to kind of decide where you're going next with all of this, Pisces. And in other words, there may be a part of you that's like, you know, I kind of want to see if we can work this out. And with the Seven of Swords, even if you find out that your partner is cheating, you may still harbor the belief, or we could say the fantasy, that this, you know, situation is, you know, salvageable. And then, you know, it could be. I'm not going to say that it's not, but other factors would have to support that, not just, you know, your wishful thinking, obviously. What crosses you is the Queen of Wands. This can be, I don't want to say your rival, because that implies that you know, there's competition between people, and it's kind of unfair to another person. Like what I'm saying is, if you are involved in an extramarital situation, maybe the Seven of Swords is because you're part of it, where you're cheating. Maybe you're not married yourself, but you're with somebody who is married. And that other person, or you know, this can even be like an ex-lover of this other person. Maybe it's not their current partner, but they've been going back and forth between you and them. And this is a woman who is, I think, like a narcissistic personality. Hopefully this is not an element within you, Pisces. Now this is fire energy, so it would be more likely that this is a person of the fire element. You know, it doesn't always have to be the sun sign, and sometimes the emotional nature can represent this. Supposedly it's Sag, but I would say for sure Leo could be this, and Aries is the other fire sign. And she's demanding, she's melodramatic, you know, over the top, drama queen, diva type of a woman. And if you are a woman, you may think that, you know, it's you and her that have to, you know, duke it out. Not talking about literally, but that you're fighting for this man. Let's put it that way. And that would be a really big mistake, especially if a man is trying to convince you that you need to kind of like step up to the plate to get his affection, that you have to do your part or something. Putting to even like participate in that in any way, shape, or form, whether you're, you know, cheating on your spouse with somebody who's cheating on theirs, or whether you're single and you're with, you know, whatever the configuration. Anytime, you know, a person says that they have another person that they're dealing with and they can't decide, you can always just make the decision for them and say, well, you know, I don't want to be so interchangeable with somebody that you can't decide. I want to be unforgettable. So, you know, sayonara, that kind of thing. You know, you can always do that. And sometimes people don't realize that they hold the power. But this other person, you know, this can even be this individual's ex. Maybe they are trying to keep you from publicizing the relationship in your social circle, because this person knows who you know, unless this is the boss, because the Queen of Wands, this can be even like an authority figure, like a boss, and maybe they're trying to go on the down low because they don't want the word to get out, because they know this person can be like total drama queen, and they don't want that person to kind of make their life a living hell. What's coming in is the Knight of Pentacles. This can be that you, because of like all of the, you know, the things that are going on, you decide that you're just going to do something practical. You're just going to work. You're going to devote your energy to your daily life, your job, and you're not going to invest energy in things that are kind of like creating stress, maybe. The swords connect to drama. And drama is something that we all need less of in life. So with the Knight of Pentacles, it's kind of like refocusing your energy into something productive. Because, you know, if this Queen of Wands is another person, and she may even get a hold of you through social media, if she knows who you are, and she could be like trying to start something up, and if you fall for it and you go, and it's like, you know, a cat fight, that man could be like just sitting back with a big grin on his face, and he might be saying, you know, why should I decide? I love this. I have two women fighting over me. So have like the dignity to avoid those kinds of traps, and focus on your work. Focus on things that are going to build up your life, not tear it down. The outcome is the Hermit. This could mean that you're going to be spending time alone. Same with Seven of Swords. It could be strategizing. It could be, the Hermit specifically could be about reflecting on what is going on. The Seven of Swords could be like, I want to regroup. I want to, well, not so much regroup, but I want to be apart and do something on my own. And this could just be like living your life on your own, especially if you've had with the Tower some kind of a drama, because the Tower card could be you got revealed. And your secret, if you were sneaking around, that it was revealed. And so you may just keep your nose to the grindstone and keep to yourself right now. Pisces, lay low, but also be, you know, reflecting on whatever has been happening so that you can perhaps know what is the next best move to make in your life. And yeah, so that's what I have for you for November, Pisces. I hope that you know, connected with this in some way. If you'd like a personal reading, the link is below to my website. Take care. Bye.